I said I was going to like do this off camera, but I thought I'd have a quick chat with yourselves about the last session. It really was. That was over 4 hours to do that one field with those two things. I was going to split it and only show some of it, and I thought, you know something, I'm not being nasty, but people can fast forward through it. It really was just to show how the scope, and also how something like this really does punish you if you haven't got your things right. I literally had to get that spare thing because I thought I'm losing so much productivity. I did mention it briefly at the close of last session, but I thought it is true. So I've got the massive task now of off camera of grabbing all these and sticking them into the oh, do you know, I hate that when your words, well, my words go funny. Omatana Farm Supplies Production is the one I'm looking for. Yes, I'm going to literally, yeah, I just like to quickly catch up with yourselves. Yeah, so it is, I know it is a monster. Not expecting you all to look at it. Although there was a lot going on. It wasn't all, it started off looking a bit like all I was going to do was going around the fields, but we did baling and all sorts of stuff. And also there was the problems with the this, like no, sorry, it wasn't really this. The problems with, yeah, transportation, strengths and weaknesses. Really, I thought I'd include that because it really was. It really can make or break. Oh, that's a bit of a bad one. I'm going to do that trick where I pull it left. Yeah, yeah. So I've been talking about that for ages, about that little trick where you can do that, where if you don't quite get it right, you can sort of pull the opposite way and sometimes pull it right. Yeah, so I'm not going to sort of go on and on about it, but it was just that obviously you can, it isn't, I'm not expecting anyone to look through the 1.5 hours video. Obviously that's time-lapse, that's ×3, which means 1.5 hours is 4.5 hours. It was closer to 5 hours. Well, we are at 14:39 on this day, starting at 8 o'clock in the morning, real time. So yeah, I mean, just as a sort of scope, so you know exactly how long this piece takes. You know, I am gonna be realistic. If the rain comes early, then we're gonna have to speed up till tomorrow, and I should be doing that. So yes, I am gonna check in with yourselves periodically, just so as you know. I'm hoping to do this over a couple of sessions because ROMBOZ, there's no way on this planet that you can ever do. There's just too much. It really is. As I've said, my wife has often got a sixth sense for knowing when I'm in a recording session. Yeah, I was going down in about 10 minutes anyway. I'd already got it all in hand. Yeah, real life. It's only fair that I take my turn to make the cup of tea. It is. Right, anyway, enough of this. I am going to literally, come back in a few minutes. Luckily, it's the same day, so the animals are okay, which is the one good thing about this, really. Oh, I'd forgotten. You can't do that until that's ready. Right, it has to slide all the way down that middle thing before you can actually use it. Right, anyway, I am going to see you in a little while. Just thought I'd show you. I'm not going to do this without washing the thing. Yeah, I just want to get all the grass residue out, and I wanted to show this because just so as you know that I'm not going to do this. Yeah, I'm trying to play realistically, so it does sort of go against the grain a little when you do this type of thing. So yeah, I feel cheaty if I did this. I don't mind doing the odd reset because that is what it's for sometimes, especially if it was on a map like ROMBOZ, but yeah, nothing more than that. Right, ooh. Oh, as I'm trying to collect the bales. So I was testing, I did mention that course, oh no, you're not gonna, no, you are not working, you can't work it out, right. Okay, well that answers that question. Yeah, I thought I'd just test it because it's a few weeks since I tested this particular one. It did say there was a missing parameter in the collections thing, and now I can see it is, but I'm gonna come and grab 100 tons of the barley that I saw last time. I thought I was going to do that. I was hoping Courseplay would be kind to me, but yeah, that is still not working. So one reason probably not to have this is because you could automate it. If you've got 2 or 3, you could actually get 2 or 3 of them to collect. But to be honest, it's still a bit faffy anyway, so I just thought I'd quickly come and grab and empty. There's 2 of these on this one, and I think there was another one with some more. I can't remember. I think there was a bit down the bottom. I'm sure that's grass, and to be honest, yeah, if we miss a little bit of grass, I'm not I'm not worried with the amount of grass we've got. Yeah, that's not going to break the bank. I think there's going to be a lot of working out on ROMBOZ when we do get to the end of this let's play. I think it's going to be a massive cash out, and I think I'm probably going to do what I said. Yeah, exactly 100,000. Right, while that's filling, I'm going to carry on with my baling. Yeah, that will do. Yeah, so I am going to stop recording again. I shall cut in again. You can see what I'm trying to do. I'm going to get hopefully get these two. I'm not actually. Yeah, I'll take you with me. I haven't far off done this actually. This was quite nice. I think it's because obviously on ROMBOZ I'm used to the. I've done it right. I thought I'd done the wrong way you open it up. So yeah, I thought. Yeah, I think there's probably one load left on this field, and actually, if you looked at the real time, you'll realise it really isn't a long time. I think I sort of got used to doing the grass baling, and that is humongous, as you saw. So that 4.5 hours, I suppose that is normally I would on ROMBOZ I would do all the collecting of those hundreds of bales, like off camera, and just show you a few minutes of it. Well, obviously, in some ways, you're doing everything, including the equivalent to baling when you're doing that. So. Yeah, I'll just show you. We'll go down to the far end of the field, and then I'm going to stop recording, and then I'm going to literally grab that barley, and I might even do field 35. Yeah, I might actually get field 35's baling done as well. Stick that in the red barn, the other one. But yeah, this one's quite not too bad at all. Yeah, so I shall gather these ones up with yourselves, and then I shall stop recording. And if I do field 35, well, I will, but the real question is, will I do it tonight, or will I just, yeah, I just grab a few minutes, or well, he says, this time it's been a few, these are just the turnarounds though. Yeah, this time it's only a few minutes. Normally, when it's the grass bales, it's actually a few hours. That really is a monstrous task. It truly is. It is, as I don't say it for fun, it is Little House on the Prairie. That's what I sort of class it as. It is a monster. It truly is. That's what my laptop's whining a little. I have to make sure there's no dust in the fans. It does do some work, and this is yeah, it's a 4x map, so therefore this really does put it through its paces. I don't want to be being bad to it. Right, I think this is it. The last bale on the field. It is. Right, so I am going to stop recording for a little while. I'm going to yeah, being as I'm going to check my PC out, I might actually yeah, leave it till another night and do field 35 on another session. Yeah, so I'm going to see you in a few minutes. Hello and welcome. Just moving the baler. You can just make it out in the distance. Just yeah, did finish the remove the bales and put them on the field. Oh, I should have reset the bale count. Yeah, I'm just popping across to the field now. Just beginning, and it's still not raining yet. The clouds look like they're gathering a little low, so I don't. Yeah, I think it may be not far off accurate. So I'm hoping we can actually get all of these bales in the red barn. Yeah, the farm supplies production. Right, let's get this ready. So I am going to reconvene with yourselves when I have either finished or yeah, when we really are gonna go on till tomorrow morning. So I'm going to see you in a few minutes. Right, these are the last 4. Yeah, last little load done on this. And being as it is the 15th, I think I'm going to flick to downloading the Platinum expansion. Yeah, definitely. I'd forgotten I was going to do it in the middle of the night, because it's usually available at 12 AM, isn't it? So I am going to forgo my ROMBOZ thing just to do that, because I think everyone will be quite pleased to see, yeah, that new Platinum expansion. I want to download the map. I presume it works like that. I'm quite looking forward to it. Although, yeah, it is a login map primarily, but well, you've got to clear some land to get to your farm. That's all I'm going to say. Right, and on that note, I am going to yeah, in fact, let's yeah, Let's take this back down to the farm. Let's get ready. I took the sent the baler down to the to where the Bavarian 3 sheds are, and it was doing the round and round trick. You know, honestly, I believe there's another patch, 182 now. So, yeah, fun and games. The game that's a year old that still seems to be almost as broken as it was on the day. That's a little unfair. It is a lot better. It was terrible, I've got to be honest. I seriously did think that Giants spent an awful lot of money and didn't really do the job properly. I've got to be honest, and I'd still stick to that. It is what I thought when on the day of release. I thought, this is terrible. This is not a finished game. Still stick to that. But yeah, it's definitely a lot more like a finished game now, although there are still way too many mistakes and misnomers that happen that make you think, is that me? And then you realise, no, it's not. It is the game. It really is. Right. One thing I would like to do to say that I finished the job properly is quickly go grab the telehandler with those bales. It's annoying me every single time in editing. I look at the last 2 videos and I think, you've not finished, you've still not done that. Oh, I'm running at 1x speed. Yeah, so let's get this rectified, which is the closest. There's not much in it. Yes, I think I can probably manage to with that weight on. That is a lot of tonnage. That's it, yeah. Bales do allow a little bit of leniency, don't they? The game does. I don't really know if that is true to life, whether it is reach of a telehandler and that is just the way things are, or whether that is a totally made up matter. Truthfully unsure. I just know that although I wish to play realistically, I've always played within that sort of guideline. I've never just gone down to 1 bale if the system will allow me to lift 3. Again, I'm not sure about real life. I would have thought it was based upon real life. Because these are very low central gravity, very far back, which will allow an awful lot of weight. Wheel loaders are just heavy beasts, full stop. So, alright, smashing. Right, and that is where I'm going to leave it. Yes, I'm going to get my download going, and I am going to see you next time I'm recording on ROMBOZ, which won't be long. See you shortly. Hello and welcome. Yeah, sorry, I've been on Silver Run Forest on the Platinum expansion for a few days, just trying to showcase the map for all of you viewers and subscribers. Yeah, I've put down all my normal sort of things and just had a look at that. Yeah, I'm just gathering, as I said last session, the last little bits and bobs that we've got. The bits of barley from all of these different places, and I've done these 2 on this field. And did I do the one? Let's have a wander around. This is as much, yeah, it shows everything that we've got everywhere. Now, what's the one over there? I think we tested that one. Did we do these 2 the other day? Did I already test this? Remember whether we did the top one. I think I did. Have I got anything near there? No, I haven't. Let's go and have a quick look. It's only going to take seconds. Honey's getting big again. So I've got interactive zone marks on. I can see them on now. That's with mucking around on Silver Run. Yeah, I have to switch them on sometimes just to show different things. Alright. Which rather defeats the thing of having to go into, tomorrow morning. Once I've seen whether or not we have got any barley left in any of these, what I'm going to do is going to go through till tomorrow morning. I'm not going to do the animals on camera. I'm just going to show you at the end, because on ROMBOZ we've done an awful lot of me showing you. I'm going to hit that post, aren't I? I don't think there's any way you could possibly get around from not hitting that. Oh, that, yeah. Yeah, I did. I thought I would. I didn't think there was any way on this earth. Yeah, we've done all the baling, so that's all done. Apart from, yeah, things like that. So that's finished everything that I said I was going to finish off camera. Yeah, it's going to rain a little. I thought I'd taken this till tomorrow morning. So I don't know. No, I didn't. It was these little jobs. That's right. Yeah, these finishing touches. Yeah, let's have a look. I'm sure I did this the other day. Yeah, that's why the other lorry's down there. Oh, you know, we may as well grab it while we're here. And we'll go down to the other lorry. I did put some into the Lorts all in one. That was what I just wanted to be thorough, to make sure that we do all that we set out to do. Yeah, that's what we want. Right, while that's filling, we're going to go down to the bottom one. No, that's what I want. That one there. Aha, so I did fill it. Let's go and stick this. Yes, now this is a good thing about in-game storage, a little bit like manure pits. Is if it's in the range of the Lorts all-in-one productions, and it is, I thought it was down to the all-in-one, it's not. It's actually a game feature, because I had exactly the same with the BGA, the mini BGA that we used to have on here. It was next to one of the Omatana silos, and because it was within range, it could pick up the fact that there was straw, and it saw it as the straw was inside the BGA rather than inside the silo, so it was actually running from that. Yeah, the ramifications of that are, yeah, you could sort of, yeah, it is true, you could cheat. I don't know if the game allows you to, but it's, yeah. Right, let's get this put in there. Now then, slurry, I think we've got that was the other thing. I'm sure that was the other reason why I didn't want to. I think I put 2 loads of slurry to run. So we'll grab that 37 tons of wheat from the top one. Got the platinum expansion all loaded in now as well. Let's grab you. And we'll take the 2 of these over to with the slurry backs, the liquid tankers, take them both down and see if I'm right. If I am, I don't want to leave that till tomorrow morning, because the amount of slurry and manure that they are producing now each day is a lot, because it is getting to the end of a Let's Play where everything's massive. I'm quite pleased. I've got to do a little bit better. I'm not quite getting my animals mature. Like, I've got 400. I suppose tomorrow morning I think we will have 490. Yeah, we've got more than enough berths to actually fill the capacity. But again, we're only going to the end of this year, so right, too quickly. Yeah, so I've got to do a better job of like getting the up to the 490 and getting matured before the close of a Let's Play. It's a skill I've got to work on, definitely. I could stick this straight in the Lords. Sunflowers are coming on nicely, it's nice to see. There's quite a few decent mod drops recently. Also, in the help of a struggling farmer, the cutting bars, which was one of the best things about the Fendt GT pack of old, I thought, that has dropped. So, in fact, let's go. Yeah, let's take him left down there. We'll follow in a minute. Oh, we need the back. Yeah, that's true. Let's drop these up here. We'll grab one of these tankers, and then we'll grab t'other one with other one. still can't get over how many tons of grass we got from the field, and that's every time that we've done that. But phenomenal. Yes, it made a change. It did sort of bring home how big that field is, how long it took me to actually do that grass session with 2 forage wagons. As I say, I don't think 3 would have. I think 3 would have compounded issues, not actually helped. Managing those 2, it was definitely the right decision though, was to have the swap trailer. That's when things started to speed up nicely at that point. So. So then now, other than I think there's a bit of grass in the bottom silo near the animals, but again I'm not worried about grass. Yeah, if we can't produce too much more anyway. Yeah, as I said, it's more now about cycles. Yeah, what's left to do is all about cycles, which is why I wanted to bring the wheat and the barley out of those things to actually get these running, obviously, because these are fantastic flour mills and reasonable bakeries. And then of course we've got our bakeries over at, in fact, yeah, why not, let's just have a quick look, because we haven't looked for a few episodes at, let's go and have a look over here. Start your engine in case we need you, but I don't think we will, but yeah, you never know. Right, so let's make sure there's water in these. There should be. Yeah, the water's topped up there. That distributor's doing his job very well. So these are going full pelt, which is obviously what they've done. You can see 65 tons. Of course, these have been knobbled now, and they're not as powerful as they used to be. That's not that door, is it? Let's have a quick look. Let's try to do this. That's not here, is it? That's loading. I remember that's where the bay is. Is it here? No, it's the door here. That's it. Too many doors. Right, let's have a look then. So, how many cycles is it now? 24,000. Still good. 24 tons of bread a day per one of these. So we're racking at 48 tons of bread every single day, which is obviously part of our production chain and what is good. Right, still have to go in. You do. There's no way you can't properly do this. Right, it's that one there. Let's drop you down and let's grab that other tanker and let's use follow me. We're going to go down, just check the slurry, and then we're going to go through till tomorrow morning, next month. I keep saying this right. Yeah, I washed all of the backs down as well. Mind you, not that it matters now. Oh no, it does. Yeah, we've still got it's all produce now rather than, yeah, that's not quite right. Too far across. Right, smashing. Let's get this on follow. We'll go and have a look to see how much slurry there is down with the animals. There's the pigs as well. I don't think there was much in the pigs, I seem to remember this morning. But no, that's the one. It's that one there. Fantastic. Have you popped? Yes, you have. Fantastic. Let's get going. So yes, we are 2 fields sorted now. The one across there. We've got sorghum to do tomorrow morning, so I'm hoping to get us onto that. So I'm hoping to get past the animals, because the animals do take a while as well, because obviously you've got to do the milk side of it and all the rest of it. Please tell me the lorry's still following. Looks like it's turning on the mini map. Let's switch that off actually. So tomorrow morning, that's what I'm hoping to get us through till. Yeah, it looks a lot nicer now in the yard, now that we've actually tidied everything up. I'm glad I did what I did now. Have I lost you? No, I haven't. Fantastic. And if I'm wrong and I haven't got any slurry here, then that's fantastic, because there will be in the morning. Oh no, I was right. All my life. 130 tons of manure as well. Okay, right, let's actually stop the follower following there. Perfect timing. Whoa, only I'm stuck on this point. Thank you very much, young lady. Grand job. Right, now then, am I going to get... Oh, that is true. Yeah, this is where the game treats the manure as so solid. The corner, I doubt I'll be able to get past it now. Drop that. And go and get one of the bags. Actually, no, because I don't want to use that one. It's always used for the animal food. I don't really want to cross-contaminate. I want to play this as realistically as possible. He says, as he's about to slouch across to... Mind you, you've got to imagine, this is not, yeah, legit. This is... Please tell me you are taken out of there. You are, right, smash it, right. We're going to go and grab her back. Yeah. You would really be using tubes and pipes like the Wobsters. I can't remember what the name of the thing is though, but it does that. I did try it. I tried it in FS19. I might try it again. I do like that level of realism. I did try, and I found the pipes again, the unrealism of the game physics. It's a step in the right direction, but it wasn't quite. Yeah, it wasn't quite there when I tried it in FS19. So I might try again in FS22, see if it's improved. The pipes were like unrealistic. They were, yeah, didn't twist properly, and they got in the way, and they like moved. And I thought, you know, this is where you've got to realise it's a game. We're playing realistically to a point, but wow, I do need to watch this. Right, let's go and get her back, and let's get that manure. Should almost do this in one hit. Right, wash this back. That back over there, is that still milky? So it doesn't really matter for this, does it? This is... Yeah. Oh, I did wash it. Oh, wow. Gordon Bennett, I was on the ball. That's all 3 out of 3, all cleaned. Ready for... Yeah, now I'm going to put manure in it and mucky it all up again. Yeah, the one thing I am sort of sad about on this Let's Play is that we didn't get a chance to use the Estrella. Oh wow, he did clean that well. Fantastic. Right, I'll get the manure done, and then we'll bring the two loads up. Is this hasn't got the ability to have a back point, has it? I think it has. Not that I'm complaining. It's like massive already, but just thinking in one go, if it did have, I could pull the. We can. Right, in that case, then we are going to need to grab the dolly. Yeah, if we're going to do the two things, we need to. This is going to be a bit of a. It just saves. Yeah, it's like 30 seconds of extra time to save 3 or 4 minutes of time. It's well worth doing. Do you know, I had a feeling she'd always listen to that inner voice. I didn't know what I was. Gordon Bennett, this is slow backwards. Yeah, I thought, oh, I might need that. dolly, but I ignored that. And now, even though I didn't know why I needed the dolly, I was right all along. I should have listened. Right, let's try and help a little. Let's do that. Oh, yeah, let's not wreck it then. Yes, I think that will be the... I wanted to use these. It was obviously it would cost us a fortune. We did use them early on, one of the other one, but yeah, we've not used them in a while. And I just wanted to... I thought I want to use those forage, the two, show them the two of them before the end of the Let's Play. I thought, come on, let's do the grass with them. Yes, I'm all logged out. Yeah, yeah, if you wish to have a look at my sort of findings, yeah, by all means have a look on Silver Run, because it is nice. Obviously the game's changed such a lot over the years, and forestry I've always felt, which is one of the reasons why I don't do forestry, is because it's not there. It doesn't work right. Mr. Silly P, I was watching his videos about the expansion pack, and he was talking about the deadwood, no, not the deadwood, the moving of the wood contracts. Now, Giants on that have changed the wood logs that are used in the contract that fit perfectly onto a trailer, but not so the logs you use on a day-to-day basis. If I chop these trees down with a wood harvester and there's no bits on the side, they still don't sit on the trailer. It's no good carefully preparing one contract and that works right, but all of your real wood doesn't work. There's a white elephant in the room, and it was. I also used, again, aiming for realism, which I do try to do. I was revisiting all the old things that I visited over the years, which is why I don't do forestry, because it's not there yet. Yeah, and I just cause us too much stress trying to make things work that don't work. You need 10 million workarounds to make right. Actually, how am I going to do this? I've got two massive trailers and I don't want to be ruining a field of crop. So I'm going to need to, yeah, I need to empty the manure first. Can I sneak past? I don't think I can. Sure, the way the worker parked that second one, I think I was like, let's have a go. Can I sneak? No, there's a... Yeah, I was looking at... I settled for a telehandler because the wheel loader, it wouldn't have had the reach to do what we did in the end anyway. That was the one definite thing that... Right, can we sneak past with you? Not sure that we can. We might be able to use our weight to push you if we go round in your... Whoa. So much weight in this, it pushes you. Yeah, I was trying to play realistically and use, without using the big bag handler, because that works, and it's one of the few things that allows... Okay, let's do this another way. Yeah, I tried the proper, normal things, the proper grabbers. Again, I've got hundreds of thousands of logs, money's worth of logs. I've cut the entire forest that we needed to get to our land, so I've been very thorough, and it was time to... I wanted to show the railway, the train, by dropping off one load just to show that off, and which meant I've got to load and unload a couple of times. And this is the other thing, it's solid manure that's really made of. Yeah, you get caught on that. So that hasn't changed. I thought that had changed between FS19 and FS22. The fact that you're running through manure, obviously in real life that would be moist. In this it's solid, as in like it's classed as me running into a wall, so it won't let me past. Yeah, okay. which of course, yeah, but I mean, as I said, I'm not trying to, this is not me at my attempt to, I recognise there is a game and therefore you can't have it perfectly, you know, it's a step in the right direction, but right, we need to get rid of the dolly. Ah, no, I meant to get rid of the dolly. Do you know? Right, let's try and grab that. Can we push that in though? Will it let me? Gently nudge that across with 67 tons of liquid in. That's what I want to know. And this is a beast. Right, let's see if we can now properly pull that with wheels without destroying our field of crop. Yeah, if we can get this across a little. How much room have I got to move? Not a lot. Oh, Benny. Nothing's ever easy. Ah, didn't quite fill it. No, I didn't. That's right, it was, yeah. Wasn't quite. Okay. Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm trying to concentrate. This is not so easy to do without wrecking crop. Or in fact, let's go that way. Yeah, I was trying to use the proper normal, like, actually the manure forks, funny enough, they are one of the best things, but you've got to be able to grip at least a couple of logs every single time reliably to make it work. There's no way you can have 6 million logs and grab one at a time. It would take you forever. It's unrealistic. So yeah, I was trying to get one of the log forks and half of them had the collisions in the wrong places, including the Giants one was one of the best for the collisions not being, but it had the weakest jaws, so therefore you would close it on the wood and it wouldn't close, and then if you lifted it, it would close, meaning that it was closed all along, but the jaw strength wasn't there for it to grab the wood, which again is game physics. There's nothing you can do about that. So I came to the conclusion that although the big bag handler and that type, the big bag winch, they have got their problems, they are the only thing in the game that actually is fit to actually do logging on a level like you could do it in real life. Right, let's try that. Let's see, now can we, I don't know that we're going to do this like this, because we're not going to get close enough to get the fill thing. Yeah, this is true, we might be compounding the issue. No way I can get past that. Not unless you can fly, and I don't mean, yeah, I can fly, but yeah. Oh. I might be able to sort of, if I can scrunch, and I know I'm scrunching, there's no way I can do this other than to scrunch, really, I don't think. Otherwise, if I pull forwards and then reverse backwards, I'm going to go straight onto the sorghum. No choice. Let's see, can we sort of, again, knowing game mechanics, can we go up the manure enough that we can actually get the fill? I know it's a bit, well, it's not, it's using game mechanics. This is what I was saying with that, the silver run, is you have to employ workarounds. Unfortunately, the workarounds don't look realistic. So you try to aim for realism and then end up with a lack of realism. That is all I can say. Yeah, and I say the big bag handlers, big bag winches, they're the only things present. But the thing that shocked me, hooray, I should be able to get past now. Ooh. Seriously? Why am I stuck now? I'm not on anything. Cool, then it's glassing the little tiny edge of that is solid. Yeah, and it is things like that. I do realise, I know what it is. I've sort of been in IT myself, and yeah, I'm not a programmer, but that doesn't mean to say I haven't dabbled. Doesn't mean so I don't understand the concepts, etc. Right, has this got an attacher on the back of it? Because I did do some of them, I'm sure. No. Whoa, reverse. Gordon Bennett, wait. Right, actually, the other one may have one. Let's drop that one off. Let's grab the dolly. Let's go around. That should be filled now. Yeah, so it really is a step in the right direction. The contracts Giants has obviously done that okay. They're picking up the one. Now that was the one thing I did like. That was, yeah, I mean, it's still bugged out, which is unfortunate because obviously you're trying to showcase a game that Giants have released, and all I did really was showed accurately that half of the contracts were bugged, which is awful. But I mean, content creators are all obviously going to want to try and show their viewers that this is a fantastic expansion. And did I achieve that aim? Not really. I couldn't. It literally bugged out one of the, which was it? The Deadwood one. Yeah, it's it says afterwards. It says, and it does say that specifically. Afterwards, you can basically sell, if you choose to, you can sell the Deadwood. And obviously, I know myself from past things that Deadwood sells for quite a good. Wow, why is the extension? Oh, I didn't put the extension. I thought I had. Why has this lost its extensions? I had all three of these at 109. I should know because I did all the running for the. When I repaired it, it's possible. It does do that sometimes. Oh well, it's not the end of the world. Right. Okay. So this is the one that has the attach. When I did the attacher, of course, it'll have reset it. I do hate that. I do wish it'd leave things alone. You know, like obviously as they were, but it doesn't. Right, so let's grab you. Yeah, so all I ended up with doing was showing that the Deadwood contracts was bugged. Because what I did was I saved the game because I'm not that silly that I know that this is a new expansion and like it might not work properly. So I'm taking Giants at their word. I saved the game just before I didn't complete the contract until I got, until I'd saved the game basically, and I'd got the wood off the land. It was all on the trailer. I hit take the contract and it disappeared the wood. Then when I reloaded the game, right now then, no, I need to drop the dolly off. Yeah, when I reloaded the game, it said that it sold them, and I got $41 for nearly 2 hours work. So you can imagine I was a tad sad. Well, actually, no, that's the how it is. I was actually angry. So I mean steaming, I really was, because yeah, 2 hours of my time, mainly to show yourselves, if I'm honest. That was the silver lining, because that was my real purpose, was to showcase to all the viewers what Silver Run was about. But did I achieve a good, positive thing? I did try to be not too steaming, because I was really upset, as you would be. $41 for 2 hours work plus the contract, which was very poor on purpose. A bit more. Yeah, it's poor because I think it's supposed to be that you make that up with your. Actually, really, it should be. No, this is the more powerful of the two. If anything can grab 146 tons, then it would be this. Right, let's follow. Yeah, that obviously the wood was supposed to be the icing on the cake, that what made the contract really, or that's what I got from it. Because if obviously all I would have done was I would have steamed through, chopped those logs, which that wouldn't have taken that long. There's a bit of an element of you finding the right logs with the markings. There's a bit of research you need to do to find out which ones have got the markings. Although Giants they weren't pulling any tricks where they were trying to catch you out, because there are different markings. I did a bit of research to make sure I was cutting the right trees, but there were only those trees with those markings on the land. So I don't know if yeah, Giants weren't trying to trick you or anything, so I just cut those. So if I'd have known that the wood, you didn't make the money off the wood, then obviously all I would have done, it would have been just get out there quickly, chop them. But obviously it tells you, the game itself, Giants are like saying afterwards you can sell the wood. Well, that's a big wink wink. I mean, if Giants were saying wink wink, try this, and then yeah, I'm going to annoy the hell out of you because you're going to get $41 for that trouble, wink wink, then I would have like yeah, I would have thought, right Giants, I've done this once, but I don't think it was that. I just think it was bugged out. So whatever had happened, I'm sure I'm supposed to make more. But obviously, again, surely Giants know that every content creator alive is going to do content on this to show their viewers. And if all you can show is the fact that it's bugged out, there was the shop. Again, that could have been the telehandler I was using. I got the impression in the end that the collisions was actually down to the telehandler I was using. I was using a modded telehandler, so what I could do was do a bit of testing, because I hit the shop before I hit the shop, if you know what I mean, with the telehandler front. But I was also doing the same with logs, so I think that was down to the... which one is it? Right, let's concentrate anyway. Let's get this done first. And let's get the other off follow before they whack us. Ooh, that's not oversteering. I was nowhere near jackknifing. Does that a lot. Again, imperfect. Yeah, you can't expect any more than that. Right, where is the... Have we lost them? Oh, come on. I didn't even tank or anything. Oh, no. No, I was forgetting you are carrying a lot of weight. Sorry. Impatience. Thank you very much. Let's drop the back off. Let's get a bit further. Wow. Yeah, the TLX Phoenix will be the best one for this type of job, for lugging this type of stuff. That is a beast. Ooh. Nice tick up. Right, let's drop this. Grab the other one while this is unloading. See, yeah, it is. I must admit, it was ROMBOZ that taught me that. You know, like, start unloading with one, go grab the other, do another job. It really does teach you to be sort of quite juggle better, which is a skill that I think you do need as a content creator. I've always said that, right? We want to expand that back as well at some point. Right, let's get you. Why don't you stop doing that? Love both of these, the fact they've both got a rear hitch. There is a cheaper version of the Yams, and I think it is the same but just cheaper. It might be a different model, but it's yeah. In fact, there's a fantastic lorry. It's almost like a lorry tractor. Yeah, you really, it has got a rear and front hitch, so it's sort of like a hybrid. I'd love to do that on a Let's Play. Reasonable as well. I mean, really reasonable. Yeah, the other thing I was making note of with the Silver Run was the fact that, yeah, they need to be on the tanker, was that the contracts don't allow you to lease the equipment like the normal farming contracts. So to me, it just said it's not ready. They've not actually incorporated that into the game yet. And I thought, this is not ready. Why are you doing this? You know, because you are making content creators show the fact that you haven't thought about this, or you're not far enough in front. It's like they've released it too early, as in like, oh well, it's almost there. And there were other features, as I said, because I was trying to be realistic and drop a load of wood off, which I did do. There were problems caused by that, which again, really, you need Giants to work with you. You could, if you had a feature where you could drop the logs off as in like you could go on a Chevron and like sell wood that would put it on the train, because otherwise you are unloading. Yeah, no one's going to do it. Most people, I mean, I did it for effect. I did it to showcase the game, and it was at that point that when you're doing that you realise the game isn't ready. Giants haven't actually incorporated anything to work with you as a content creator. Yes, of course you could sell the wood, and you could drop the wood off into the lake that is there, the mill pond, and it would sell the wood, but that's not what I was trying to do. I was trying to move the wood to the actual sawmill at the bottom, just to showcase the map and the features on the map, but it wasn't ready. And it's, yeah, when you realise that it's not ready because you're actually sort of showing that. Right, anyway, let's yeah, engine off, and let's do your engine on. Did you actually unload? You did. Right, let's sleep through. We've done all that we've got to do. And yeah, it's still 8 o'clock. How was that rain? Finally arrived. Thankfully we missed it. That's the point, I didn't look at the weather. I thoroughly enjoyed it though, I did, and as I said, I love the lock brake. The rock braking is fantastic, really fantastic. Wow. Let's have a look at the daily sales over my morning paper. See if there's a good. Wow. Now that's twice in 2 days that I've had the bread all drop. No, we don't need it. It's a shame because it is now that is one of the best prices I've seen for the big breadle ever. 36,000. I'd even buy that on a normal Let's Play for how good they are, you know, for having narrows, and how capacity wise that is so fantastic. But we're not going to need it, so pointless. Right, let's get down to the animals.